Alright, let's talk about standard form. Honestly, it's just a super slick way to handle ridiculously massive or incredibly tiny numbers without getting a headache or filling your entire page with zeros. Think about the number of views on a viral TikTok or the size of a single atom. Standard form is your best friend for these. The basic rule is to write any number in the format a times 10 to the power of n. Now, this isn't a free-for-all. There are two key rules you must follow. The a part has to be a number between 1 and 10. So, 1 is less than or equal to a, and a is less than 10. It can be 1, it can be 9.999, but it can't be 10 or 0.5. The n part, the power, has to be a whole number, an integer, and it can be positive or negative. So, how do we convert? Imagine you're trying to write the number of plays on your favorite Spotify track, say 580 million. To get a, you slide the decimal point from the end until you're left with a number between 1 and 10. That would be 5.8. How many places did you slide it? 8 places to the left. So, your standard form is 5.8 times 10 to the power of 8. A positive power n means you're dealing with a big number. What about tiny numbers, like the width of a microchip component, 0.000025 meters? Same idea, but you slide the decimal point to the right to get 2.5. You moved it 5 places. Since you started with a small number, the power is negative. So, it's 2.5 times 10 to the power of negative 5. A negative n is your clue that the number is less than 1. When it comes to calculations, it's a game changer. For multiplication and division, you deal with the a parts and the powers of 10 separately. For example, to multiply, 2 times 10 to the power of 5 times 3 times 10 to the power of 3, you just do 2 times 3 and 10 to the power of 5 times 10 to the power of 3. Using your index laws, that's 6 times 10 to the power of 5 plus 3, which equals 6 times 10 to the power of 8. Easy, right? For adding and subtracting, you first have to make the powers of 10 the same, which is a bit like making sure you and your friend are on the same server before joining a game. Once the powers match, you can just add or subtract the a parts.